Close your eyes, my little dreamer, and feel the soft, warm quiet of a brand new morning. In her cozy chicken coop, Clucky the hen awoke with a happy flutter in her heart, a feeling like tiny, joyful bells ringing softly. She had dreamt of the big water and the kind dolphins, and of her wonderful new friend, Cappy. The rooster's morning song was a soft, melodious call, a gentle invitation to another day filled with peaceful wonders. The first rays of sun, like sleepy fingers, began to paint the horizon in hues of soft rose and pearly gray, promising a gentle awakening for the whole farm. Clucky stretched her little wings, feeling the last traces of sleep drift away. Each feather seemed to awaken, softly fluffing around her, ready for the day's warmth. A soft, contented cluck escaped her beak, a sweet sound in the quiet dawn. She felt wonderfully rested, a feeling like a warm, soft cloud floating gently. Her heart felt light, eager for the quiet joy each new day brought. As she stepped out into the fresh, dewy air, her heart was filled with a gentle anticipation, a quiet hum of excitement for the unfolding wonders. She knew Cappy would soon meet her by the pond, their usual peaceful meeting spot. As Clucky walked towards their meeting spot, her little feet softly patting the cool, damp earth, leaving tiny, fleeting imprints on the dewy grass, she noticed a familiar, majestic sight at the edge of the large pasture. It was one of the noble horses from the farm, the one with the mane like spun gold, standing tall and serene. This horse, whose name was Solaris, often seemed to gaze far beyond the farm, towards the distant, hazy blue shapes on the horizon, as if dreaming of endless open spaces and wind-swept journeys. Clucky felt a sudden, gentle urge to speak with Solaris, feeling drawn to the horse's quiet wisdom and its far-seeing eyes. Solaris radiated a peaceful strength, a silent power that made even the air around it feel calm, like the stillness before a gentle rain.
"Good morning, dear Solaris,"
Clucky clucked softly, feeling small but brave beside the magnificent creature, who seemed to emanate a peaceful strength. Her voice was just a gentle murmur against the vastness of the morning. Solaris gently lowered its head, its large, intelligent eyes blinking slowly, reflecting the soft morning light like deep, still pools of ancient wisdom. A gentle breath sighed from its nostrils, a soft puff of warm air, carrying the scent of sweet hay and freedom. "Good morning, little Clucky," Solaris murmured, its voice a soft, deep rumble like distant thunder on a warm summer day, comforting and profound, vibrating softly in the air. "You are up early, filled with purpose, I see. Your spirit shines brightly this morning, like the first star of dawn, eager for a new path." Clucky nodded, her feathers fluffing slightly with quiet excitement, her little heart giving a gentle thump. "Yes, I was just thinking of Cappy and how wonderful our farm explorations have been. We've met so many kind friends and discovered so many peaceful places right here, like the big water. But my heart also looks to those distant shapes. They seem to whisper secrets of far-off lands, of untouched beauty. What are they, dear Solaris? What do those blue whispers on the horizon truly mean for a traveler like me?" Solaris gazed far into the distance, its eyes holding a quiet, ancient longing, a deep understanding of the world's vastness that spanned beyond mere sight. Its rich golden mane swayed gently in the soft breeze, catching the sunlight like threads of pure gold, shimmering with untold stories. "Ah, those, little friend," it murmured, its voice carrying the wisdom of wide-open spaces and countless silent journeys under moon and sun, "are the great mountains. They stand tall and majestic, truly guardians of the horizon, reaching for the very sky, as if to touch the dreams of the clouds that drift by. Their peaks, sometimes capped with soft, shimmering snow even in summer, like hats of purest white velvet, truly touch the clouds, embracing them in their quiet embrace, sharing secrets only they know. And their slopes are home to ancient, whispering forests that have stood for ages, their trees holding countless memories, and vast, quiet meadows, truly alpine meadows, where the wildflowers paint the ground in gentle hues of every color imaginable, a living tapestry. The air there is incredibly fresh and clear, Clucky, so pure it feels like drinking liquid moonlight, cool and refreshing with every breath, filling you with quiet energy. And from their heights, one can see an endless, beautiful world, stretching far beyond what our eyes can normally grasp. A tapestry of green and blue that hums with quiet life, a boundless panorama of peace. Solaris described the feeling of the crisp mountain wind, cool and invigorating, carrying the scent of pine needles, wild herbs like thyme and mint, and the earthy aroma of ancient stone warmed by the sun. It spoke of tiny, bright flowers, hardy and beautiful, clinging bravely to rocky crevices, their colors vivid against the gray stone, like jewels hidden in plain sight, blooming against all odds. It painted a picture of the profound peace that settled upon anyone who stood among the peaks, a silence so deep it felt like the world was holding its breath in wonder, a grand and calming hush, a symphony of quiet. Solaris spoke of secret, winding paths, known only to certain creatures with wise hearts and steady feet, paths that led to hidden waterfalls cascading like silver threads and sun-dappled glades where light danced with shadow. It spoke of the quiet harmony that filled those grand, silent spaces, where every rustle and every distant echo told a story of timeless calm and the gentle interconnectedness of all things, from the smallest beetle to the largest boulder. It is a journey of many sunrises and sunsets to reach them, little Clucky, Solaris concluded, its gaze still fixed on the distant blue, as if seeing beyond the visible into the very heart of tranquility. But it is a journey of quiet beauty and endless discovery, a true test of one's gentle spirit, and a source of boundless, pure joy that fills your very being. Clucky listened, her heart swelling with a new kind of wonder, different from the vastness of the big water, yet equally profound and inviting. These mountains sounded like a world reaching even higher, touching the sky itself, full of ancient wisdom and breathtaking peace. The very thought of them filled her with a quiet, shimmering excitement, a gentle longing for those distant heights. "Thank you, Solaris," Clucky clucked, her voice barely a whisper, filled with reverence and deep gratitude for the shared vision. "That sounds like a most wonderful journey, full of quiet challenges and even greater rewards. A place where peace truly touches the sky." As Clucky continued her gentle walk towards Cappy, a new grand dream, soft yet persistent, took root deep in her heart, blossoming like a quiet mountain flower, unfolding its petals in her thoughts. Soon she met Cappy by the calm pond, where the morning light shimmered on the water's surface, painting it with streaks of pure gold and soft silver. Cappy's broad, peaceful face brightened slightly upon seeing Clucky, a gentle warmth spreading across its features, like the quiet spreading of dawn. After sharing their morning greetings and speaking of the gentle cows, the playful goats, and the soft sheep they had befriended during their farm explorations, Clucky, with gentle excitement bubbling in her voice, told Cappy about her conversation with Solaris. She described the majestic mountains, the crisp, pure air, the vast alpine meadows stretching under endless skies, and the feeling of profound peace Solaris had spoken of, a peace that seemed to hum in the very air, inviting them. Cappy, she clucked, her eyes wide with a shared dream, sparkling like morning dew. Solaris told me about the mountains, a place of endless peaks and vast, quiet alpine meadows far beyond our farm. Do you think we could journey there? It sounds like the most peaceful and grand adventure imaginable. A true, quiet quest for our hearts. A calling for our spirits. Cappy's calm eyes seemed to reflect the distant blue of the mountains on the horizon, as if it already felt their quiet presence, their ancient call echoing softly in its mind. A soft ripple of contentment crossed its broad face, like a gentle wave on a still pond, reflecting deep, quiet joy and a profound sense of understanding. That sounds like a journey of great peace and quiet discovery, Clucky, Cappy murmured, its voice as soothing as a soft breeze rustling through leaves, full of gentle acceptance. A true exploration of the world's most tranquil heights, a path to profound serenity. I would be honored to explore such a place with you. It reminds me of the grand, quiet landscapes and serene waters of my distant home, a place of profound stillness and boundless calm where time moves slowly and peacefully. And so, with a shared, gentle resolve that settled deep in their hearts, a quiet understanding passing between them, Clucky and Cappy decided they would embark on their grand adventure to the mountains. They spent the rest of that day preparing, gathering small, soft items they might need for their long walk, a few extra sweet grains for Clucky, some tender, juicy leaves for Cappy, and a tiny, soft feather for comfort, a small reminder of home and its quiet warmth. They shared their plans with their farm friends, who listened with wide eyes, clucking and bleating their wishes for safe and peaceful travels, promising to keep the farm safe and sound until their return, knowing their friends were embarking on a truly special journey, one that would fill their hearts with even more peace. The very next morning, before the sun had fully illuminated the sky, casting only long, ethereal shadows that stretched like sleeping giants across the land, Clucky and Cappy set off. They walked past the familiar fields, waving goodbye to the waking rooster who gave a gentle, understanding crow, as if he knew of their grand quest, and the cows in the pasture who offered soft, deep moos of farewell, their eyes peaceful and knowing. They followed a path that slowly led them away from the farm, deeper into the untouched wilderness beyond. where the trees grew taller, reaching for the heavens with silent grace, and the air felt subtly different, carrying a new kind of magic, a hint of wild serenity. The air grew cooler, carrying the scent of rich, damp earth, fallen leaves, and the subtle, sweet perfume of unseen forest flowers that bloomed in quiet corners, hidden from plain sight. Soon, the path led them into a thick, beautiful forest, ancient and quiet, its silence profound and comforting, like an old friend. Tall, stately trees with bark like wrinkled wisdom and branches like strong, welcoming arms reached high into the sky, their branches interwoven tightly like a vast green roof over the world, creating a soft, filtered light that dappled the ground. Soft sunlight filtered through the dense canopy of leaves, creating dancing patterns of light and shadow on the forest floor, like tiny shifting spotlights on a velvet carpet, constantly moving and changing with the gentle breeze. The forest hummed with soft, secret sounds, the gentle rustle of leaves underfoot as they stepped, the quiet, almost imperceptible chirp of unseen insects, a tiny symphony, and the distant, soothing murmur of hidden water trickling over stones, a soft musical note. Every breath Clucky and Cappy took was filled with the fresh, clean scent of damp earth and pine needles, a pure and invigorating aroma that filled them with calm. As they walked deeper, the path became softer, cushioned by layers of fallen leaves and velvety moss that felt cool and springy under their feet, like walking on a soft green cloud, never a hard step. Clucky and Cappy listened intently to the forest's gentle whispers, feeling a quiet awe for its timeless peace and ancient spirit, sensing the quiet life around them. They pointed out to each other the tiny mushrooms shaped like little umbrellas, some bright red with white spots, others soft brown and unassuming, and the ferns that unfurled like delicate green scrolls, slowly revealing their intricate, lacy patterns. Suddenly, they heard a soft, rhythmic thump-thump sound from deeper within the trees, a gentle rhythm that seemed to be part of the forest's own heartbeat, a slow, steady pulse. Then, through a sun-dappled clearing, they saw them, a family of gentle deer, their coats a soft, dappled brown, spotted like sunlight filtering through leaves on the forest floor, making them almost invisible. Their eyes wide, dark, and wonderfully peaceful, reflecting the calm around them. A majestic stag with graceful antlers like branches of a quiet ancient tree noticed them and slowly lowered its head, a gesture of calm greeting, a silent bow of welcome, full of dignity. "Greetings, little travelers." Its voice was soft and deep, like the rustle of leaves in a gentle breeze, comforting and wise, seeming to echo from the very heart of the forest itself. "You journey towards the mountains, I sense. This path through our peaceful woods can be winding and sometimes unclear for those who do not know its ways. Would you like us to show you the most tranquil and direct route, a path of quiet beauty and hidden wonders?" Clucky clucked softly, delighted by their kindness, her feathers fluffing with quiet joy. "Oh yes, dear, dear, that would be so incredibly kind. We would be most grateful for your gentle guidance," Cappy offered a calm, grateful nod, its broad face serene and its eyes filled with deep appreciation for their generosity. The deer family, moving with incredible quiet grace, their hooves barely disturbing the fallen leaves, began to lead them. They showed Clucky and Cappy where the softest patches of moss grew, perfect for a brief rest, like tiny green pillows, and where to step carefully over smooth old roots that crisscrossed the path like ancient veins, avoiding any stumbles. They pointed out tiny sweet berries hidden beneath broad emerald leaves, some clustered in hidden nooks glowing softly. "These are gifts from the forest, for gentle travelers," the stag murmured, its voice full of warmth and generosity, sharing its bounty. Clucky, with her keen eye, discovered a cluster of plump, dark blue berries she had never seen before, their skins gleaming like tiny sapphires in the dappled light. The deer gently nudged them with their noses, indicating they were safe and delicious. Clucky tried one. It was sweet and bursting with gentle flavor, a tiny explosion of goodness, a taste of the wild forest. Cappy also enjoyed the tender leaves the deer showed it, finding them fresh and satisfying, a perfect forest meal. They shared quiet wisdom about the forest's harmony, how every creature lived together in peace, respecting the ancient trees and the hidden streams that trickled silently beneath the ground, nurturing the earth with their unseen flows. Clucky learned how to walk silently, listening to every soft sound of the forest, distinguishing the gentle rustle of a tiny mouse from the deep sigh of the wind through the pines. She learned to appreciate the quiet patience of the deer, who seemed to embody the forest's timeless rhythm, never hurried, always serene. Cappy found deep peace in the deer's serene company, its presence a grounding force, a shared understanding of tranquility that settled deep within. They walked until the sun began to dip, painting the forest in hues of deep orange, soft rose, and deepening purple, creating long, dancing shadows that stretched and swayed like silent dancers. The deer led them to a soft, sheltered clearing, hidden by tall, silent pines, their branches swaying gently, creating a natural embrace, perfect for a peaceful night's rest. A wise old owl, perched on a branch above, hooted softly, a comforting lullaby that seemed to wrap around them like a warm blanket of sound. Before bidding them a gentle farewell, the stag spoke, its voice a soft murmur. "Listen to the night whispers, little ones. The forest will sing you to sleep, and the dew on the leaves will bring you sweet dreams of gentle journeys and new beginnings." As the forest animals settled down, the night was filled with the soft, comforting sounds of nature, the distant murmur of the stream, the gentle rustle of leaves, and the owl's soft hoot, lulling Clucky and Cappy into a deep, peaceful sleep, filled with dreams of ancient trees and quiet wisdom, and the taste of sweet, unknown berries, and the gentle touch of the forest. Even in their sleep, they felt the gentle movements of the earth. In the very softest soil beneath their peaceful clearing, a family of humble moles was quietly at work. Their velvety fur brushed against the earth as they dug their intricate, soft tunnels, never disturbing the surface too much, but always creating pathways beneath, a hidden network of life. Clucky, with her sensitive feet, felt the faint, rhythmic vibrations from below, like a tiny, gentle drum. She imagined the moles, small and diligent, exploring their own dark, gentle world beneath the roots of the trees, unseen but busy. In the morning, as Clucky and Cappy stretched, they noticed a few fresh, tiny mounds of soft earth nearby, like miniature hills. "The moles have been busy," Cappy murmured, its eyes calm. "They are the quiet architects of the forest floor, always working, always gentle, shaping the world in their own hidden way." Clucky felt a new appreciation for these unseen friends and the hidden, industrious life of the forest. As they prepared to leave the forest's gentle embrace, a cloud of beautiful butterflies with wings like painted jewels in shades of blue, yellow, and orange fluttered gently past them. They danced in the morning sun, a silent, joyful farewell from the heart of the woods, leading Clucky and Cappy towards the light of the next part of their journey. When Clucky and Cappy awoke the next morning, the air was wonderfully fresh and cool, carrying the scent of damp earth and distant wildflowers, invigorating them for the day ahead. Filling their lungs with pure energy, they stretched slowly, feeling refreshed and ready for a new day of adventure, their bodies humming with quiet energy, a gentle readiness. Emerging from the deep, quiet embrace of the forest, before them stretched vast, rolling green hills like giant soft waves frozen in time, shimmering under the morning light. The hills seemed to stretch endlessly, inviting them to explore every gentle curve and rise. The sun was rising, casting a warm, golden glow over the expansive landscape, making the dew on the grass sparkle like countless tiny gems, each reflecting a miniature sun, 1,000 little lights dancing on the green. The wind here was a little stronger than in the forest, a gentle, steady push that whispered secrets through the tall grass, creating soft, undulating patterns, carrying the sweet scent of wildflowers and the distinct, calming sound of rushing water. "Listen, Cappy!" Clucky clucked excitedly, her little head tilting to catch the sound, her ears perking with attention. "Do you hear that? It sounds like the stream from home, but bigger, and it's singing a constant song, a mighty lullaby, a grand, flowing melody." As they walked over the soft, rounded hills, feeling the springy grass beneath their feet, their steps light and rhythmic, the sound grew louder, becoming a gentle, continuous melody that filled the air with its calming presence. Soon, as they crested another gentle rise, they saw it. A wide, sparkling river, flowing calmly but steadily across the landscape like a ribbon of pure light, shimmering and dancing in the sunlight. Its water was crystal clear, revealing smooth, colorful stones at its bottom, painted with stripes of brown, gray, and green, like a natural mosaic, and it sang a constant, soothing tune as it flowed over them, a never-ending lullaby, a soft gurgle and murmur that promised peace. Clucky and Cappy paused at the bank, their hearts filled with quiet wonder, wondering how to cross this beautiful wide expanse of water without getting their feathers and fur too wet. A gentle challenge. Suddenly, they noticed playful splashes near the riverbank, accompanied by joyful chirps and squeaks. A family of sleek, dark otters were diving and swirling in the water, their movements quick, graceful, and full of effortless joy, their bodies like liquid ribbons weaving through the clear water. One otter, with bright, intelligent eyes that sparkled with playful mischief, surfaced near them, its nose twitching, a friendly greeting. "Greetings, travelers," it chirped, its voice like the happy gurgle of the river itself, bubbling with life and warmth. "Are you on your way to the mountains? The river is a beautiful path, full of secrets and gentle currents, but sometimes a little tricky for land travelers like yourselves to cross. Clucky, delighted by their friendly greeting, explained their journey and their desire to reach the majestic mountains. The otter, whose name was Swirl because of its love for playful currents and graceful movements, smiled. "We would be delighted to help you," it chirped, its whiskers twitching with eagerness. "We know this river's secrets and its gentle currents and all the best crossing spots, where the water is shallow and the stones are firm." The otters, with incredible grace and teamwork, began to show Clucky and Cappy a path of smooth, flat stones that were just beneath the surface of the water, making a secret, gentle bridge, invisible to the untrained eye unless you knew where to look. They even brought a few small, smooth logs and gently nudged them into place with their noses, creating little stepping stones for Clucky's small feet and Cappy's steady walk, ensuring their passage was safe and calm, without a single ripple disturbing the river's surface. "Step lightly and trust the river's song," Swirl advised, its voice soft and encouraging. "It will guide your steps, and if you look closely, the river sometimes reveals its hidden treasures, polished by its gentle flow, sparkling under the water." With the otter's gentle guidance and quiet encouragement, Clucky and Cappy carefully made their way across the wide river. Feeling the cool, refreshing water swirl gently around their feet. A pleasant, invigorating sensation that cooled their paws. On the other side, they thanked the kind otters who gave playful dives and happy chirps in farewell before disappearing back into the shimmering water, ready for more play. Clucky and Cappy spent the rest of the day walking along the riverbank, admiring its gentle flow, learning about the different water plants that swayed beneath the surface, and the smooth, colorful stones that lined its bed, some speckled, some striped, like nature's own artwork. They discovered hidden pools where tiny, shimmering fish swam peacefully, their scales flashing like jewels in the sunlit water. The otters had mentioned hidden treasures, and Clucky soon spotted a patch of beautiful, shiny river stones, polished smooth by the water's gentle flow, their colors like soft jewels, deep blues, mossy greens, and warm browns, each one unique. They collected a few, feeling a quiet joy at their discovery, a small memory of the river's kindness. They watched the river's soft dance, feeling the calm strength of its continuous journey towards the big water, and discovered hidden pools where tiny, shimmering fish swam peacefully. As evening settled, painting the sky with soft shades of orange and purple, like a gentle dream, they found a quiet spot by the water's edge, nestled near a cluster of weeping willows, their branches creating a soft green curtain. Here, they were lulled to sleep by the river's endless, peaceful song, a constant lullaby of nature, softly murmuring secrets to the night. Just before they drifted into sleep, they noticed a tiny, quick movement in the branches above. A family of playful squirrels, with their bushy tails twitching, were scurrying amongst the trees, gathering the last of their hidden nuts, preparing for the quiet future. One little squirrel, named Hazel, chattered softly. "Hello, travelers. The river song is so sweet here, isn't it? We squirrels love to play hide and seek among these trees, gathering little treasures. Clucky and Cappy learned about the squirrels' quick and nimble movements, their gentle chattering, and their tireless work in preparing for cooler days, always with a cheerful energy. They watched as Hazel carefully buried a tiny acorn with its nose, a quiet act of foresight, a small seed of future growth. Clucky and Cappy felt a new appreciation for the energetic yet harmless busyness of the squirrels, knowing that even in play, there was a gentle purpose that brought joy. And as the moon began to rise, they saw a graceful heron standing perfectly still in the shallow water, its long legs like delicate stilts, its eyes calm and focused. It seemed to embody the river's own quiet patience, waiting for the perfect moment. It was a beautiful sight, adding to the day's peaceful discoveries. The next morning, Clucky and Cappy awoke to the gentle warmth of the sun, feeling wonderfully rested and invigorated by the fresh river air and the peaceful night. The river continued its soft song, a peaceful backdrop to their awakening, as they shared a few sweet berries and tender leaves for breakfast, saved from their journey, tasting like pure sunshine and mountain dew. As they walked further, leaving the river behind, the landscape slowly opened up into a vast, sunny meadow. It stretched endlessly before them, a breathtaking carpet of vibrant green, dotted with countless wildflowers of every gentle color imaginable. Soft yellows like tiny suns, delicate blues like pieces of sky fallen to earth, shy pinks like blushes, and cheerful purples like quiet dreams, all swaying gently in the morning breeze, creating a living, breathing painting. The air here was filled with the sweet scent of blossoms and the gentle hum of bees, a truly joyful and peaceful place, radiating warmth and light, a symphony of quiet life that invited them in. As they ventured into the heart of the meadow, their senses alive with its beauty, they noticed tiny movements in the tall grass, like secret whispers, just at the edge of their vision. Soon, a family of cheerful rabbits, with their soft, twitching noses and bright, curious eyes, hopped out to greet them, their ears swiveling gently to catch every sound. A wise old rabbit with long, gentle ears and a calm demeanor twitched its nose. "Welcome to our sunny home, little travelers," it whispered, its voice soft like the rustle of grass, welcoming and kind. "Are you seeking the mountain peaks? This meadow is vast, but we know its gentle pathways and all its hidden delights, from the sweetest clover to the sunniest napping spots and the best places for a quiet hop." Clucky explained their grand journey, and the rabbit family hopped with delight, their little tails bobbing like cotton balls, eager to share their home. "We would love to show you the paths where the flowers are brightest and the grass is softest for napping." The rabbits began to lead them, hopping playfully through the tall grasses, their white tails flashing like tiny signals, guiding them deeper into the meadow's embrace, revealing its hidden beauty. They showed Clucky and Cappy secret tunnels of soft grass, where tiny ladybugs gently slept on leaves, their red shells gleaming like polished gems. They shared patches of the sweetest clover and tender dandelion greens, which tasted like pure sunshine, a burst of natural goodness. They even taught them a quiet game. Let's see who can find the most peaceful spot for a nap and disappear like magic, melting into the soft grass, becoming one with the meadow. Clucky and Cappy giggled softly as they tried to hide in the tall grass, feeling the soft tickle of the blades against their feathers and fur. Cappy, with its calm patience and quiet wisdom, was surprisingly good at finding the most secluded and comfortable spots, blending in perfectly with the green. Clucky loved discovering the tiny, fragrant wildflowers hidden beneath the towering grass blades, each one a miniature work of art, a perfect bloom. The rabbits also shared tales of the meadow's quiet life, how the butterflies danced with the breeze, their wings like painted sails drifting in the air, how the dewdrops on the flowers tasted like sweet nectar, and how the ladybugs were good luck, bringing gentle fortune and happiness. They spent the whole day playing quiet games and sharing the meadow's gentle secrets, feeling the sun's warm hug on their backs and the soft earth beneath them, a feeling of deep peace and contentment. As the sun began its gentle descent, painting the meadow in soft, sleepy hues of gold and rose, they encountered another kind creature near a small, winding stream that trickled through the meadow, its water clear and calm, singing a quiet song. A lone fox, its fur a beautiful, fiery orange, emerged from the tall grass, its movements graceful and silent, like a wisp of smoke. This fox, whose name was Ember, had soft, intelligent eyes and a calm demeanor, radiating a gentle aura of quiet wisdom. Ember approached them slowly, its tail swishing gently, not with cunning, but with a friendly curiosity, a silent invitation to share its world. "Greetings, little ones." Ember's voice was surprisingly soft and melodious, like a distant flute playing a quiet tune. "You look as though you've had a wonderful day in our meadow. Are you in need of a safe and peaceful place for the night? I know all the quietest nooks and the warmest hollows, perfect for a good rest." Clucky, feeling no fear, explained their journey to the mountains. Ember nodded understandingly. "I know a very quiet, warm hollow, perfect for travelers seeking gentle rest. It's hidden from the wind and soft with dry leaves, a perfect natural bed where dreams come easily." Ember led them to a perfectly cozy spot, nestled at the edge of the meadow, where the ground was soft and warm, perfect for a peaceful night's rest, protected from any cool breezes. Before settling down for the night, they heard a soft, rhythmic thwack-thwack coming from the nearby stream, a sound of quiet, diligent work, a gentle industry, a busy beaver, with a flat, strong tail and gleaming teeth, was diligently working on a small, neat dam, adding twigs and mud with great care and precision. This was Brooks, a master builder of quiet waterways, known for its peaceful industry and clever work. "Hello, Brooks," Ember called softly. Brooks looked up, its eyes calm and focused, its whiskers twitching with concentration. "Greetings, Ember. Little travelers, how lovely to see you enjoying our meadow. The stream is flowing well, thanks to this little dam, which keeps the water calm and steady for all the tiny creatures, from shimmering fish to busy insects. It's a peaceful home for everyone." Clucky and Cappy watched in quiet fascination as Brooks gently nudged another twig into place with its nose, securing it perfectly, creating a perfect, peaceful pool of water. Brooks explained how the dam helped keep the water level steady for fish and insects, creating a serene habitat where all creatures could thrive in peace and quiet harmony. Clucky learned about the joy of creating something useful and beautiful with patience and quiet dedication, and Cappy appreciated Brooks's calm, focused industry, its unwavering commitment to peace. Clucky and Cappy bid their cheerful rabbit friends, the kind fox Ember and the diligent beaver Brooks, good night, their dreams filled with endless sunny meadows, playful discoveries, and the quiet joy of gentle companionship and peaceful industry, and the soft scent of wildflowers carried on the evening air. The next morning, the air felt noticeably crisper and cooler, carrying a hint of cool stone and distant pines, a refreshing scent of the approaching mountains. Clucky and Cappy woke up feeling invigorated, ready for the changing landscape and the climb ahead, their spirits light. The sun rose, painting the sky with clear, pale light, promising a day of pure exploration, a vast, open canvas above them. As they walked, the vast, rolling meadows slowly gave way to gently ascending paths, dotted with larger, smooth stones, worn by time and weather, and patches of hardy, low-growing plants that hugged the earth, their leaves tough and green, adapting to the higher ground. The distant mountains, once hazy blue, now looked clearer, their majestic, gentle slopes inviting them forward, promising grander views and new wonders, an irresistible call. The sounds were different here, too. Less rustling of leaves and humming of insects, more the soft whisper of wind around smooth rocks, like an ancient voice telling secrets, and the occasional gentle trickle of water from hidden springs, a soft, musical note that soothed their ears. As they slowly ascended, feeling the quiet determination build within them, their steps steady and rhythmic, they noticed a stillness on a distant rock face. Perched perfectly still, almost blending with the ancient stones, its fur like a part of the mountain itself, was a magnificent lynx. Its fur was a beautiful blend of gray and brown, with subtle spots that dappled its coat, and its tufted ears twitched ever so slightly, listening to the mountain's quiet secrets, catching every whisper. Its eyes, golden and calm, held a deep wisdom and quiet patience, reflecting the ancient quiet of the mountains, as if it had seen countless sunrises and sunsets from those very heights. This was Luna, a guardian of the higher slopes, known for her serene presence and profound understanding of the mountain's ways. "Greetings, little travelers," Luna called down, its voice surprisingly soft and clear, like the chime of distant ice, echoing gently among the rocks, a welcoming melody. "You are approaching the heart of the mountains. The paths here become a little steeper, winding between ancient stones, but they are always safe if you know where to step and listen to the mountain's quiet breath. Shall I show you the way through these ancient passages to ensure your journey is peaceful and secure?" Clucky, feeling a thrill of gentle adventure and deep respect for this powerful yet serene creature, clucked, "Oh yes, please, dear Luna, we would be so grateful. We seek the alpine meadow, the high meadow Solaris told us about, a place of ultimate peace." Cappy offered its calm, unwavering gaze of appreciation, its broad face reflecting Luna's stillness, a silent understanding passing between them, a bond of trust. Luna, with incredible grace, its paws barely touching the rock, began to lead them, moving silently and steadily among the rocks, as if floating on air. It showed them how to place their feet carefully on the smooth, worn stones, which felt cool and solid beneath them, and how to find the most gentle inclines that wound around the steep parts, avoiding any difficult climbs. Luna pointed out tiny, resilient mountain flowers blooming brightly in surprising crevices, their colors like little jewels against the gray rock, vibrant against the starkness, showing life in unexpected places. These flowers, Luna explained softly, its voice a gentle murmur, teach us that beauty and life can grow even in the quietest, most challenging places, with patience and resilience, finding strength in stillness and determination. It also shared secrets about the freshest springs hidden among the rocks, where the water was pure and cold, like a sip of morning mist, invigorating and refreshing, a taste of the mountain's essence. Clucky learned about the quiet determination of mountain life, the importance of patience, and how even the most majestic creatures moved with gentle purpose. Cappy found deep peace in Luna's calm guidance and profound wisdom, feeling a strong connection to its silent strength and unwavering presence, a true mentor in the wild. As they climbed higher, the air grew even clearer, and they heard cheerful, high-pitched whistles echoing from sunny rock faces. Small, plump marmots with shiny brown fur and bright, curious eyes popped out from their burrows, chattering excitedly. These were the mountain marmots, always vigilant but friendly, their calls a cheerful song across the peaks, a lively welcome. One marmot, perched on a sunny rock, whistled again, its sound clear and happy. "Hello, travelers! You're making good progress towards the peaks. We whistle to greet each other across the mountain, a happy song for a sunny day, letting all friends know we are well and safe." Clucky and Cappy learned about the marmots' peaceful communities, how they shared warm burrows dug deep into the earth and watched over each other, always giving a gentle warning whistle if a big, loud bird passed by, keeping everyone safe and sound. They spent some time observing the marmots' cheerful interactions, feeling the warmth of their mountain community, a network of quiet companionship and joy. The views became grander, with rolling hills stretching behind them like a soft green blanket reaching to the horizon, and distant, shimmering lakes appearing like tiny, precious jewels reflecting the sky, vast and beautiful. As the sun began to slowly set, painting the mountaintops in soft, sleepy hues, they encountered a quick, sleek movement among the rocks. A small, nimble weasel with sleek brown fur and bright, curious eyes darted out from behind a stone. This was Whisk, a quick and gentle explorer of the rocky slopes, moving like a shadow. Whisk paused, its nose twitching. "Greetings, travelers," it squeaked, its voice small but clear like a tiny bell. You are climbing well. I know a shortcut through a gentle pass if you wish to reach a wonderful resting spot before nightfall, a place of perfect peace. Whisk, with its incredible agility, showed them a very narrow, quiet path that wound safely through the rocks, leading to a perfectly sheltered alcove. This path was too small for Luna, who had already guided them to this point, but perfect for Clucky and Cappy. Luna gave a soft nod of farewell, trusting Whisk to guide them the rest of the way. They arrived at a high, sheltered ledge, a natural alcove in the rock, where they could see the distant lights of the farm below, twinkling like tiny, sleepy stars, a comforting reminder of home. It was a place of profound quiet, where the stars above seemed closer and brighter than ever before, sparkling like diamond dust on black velvet. Whisk gave a soft squeak of farewell, then darted away into the gathering twilight, a fleeting, gentle presence. As Clucky and Cappy settled into their rocky bed, they noticed a tiny, almost invisible movement nearby. A small, silent deer mouse, with large, dark eyes and delicate whiskers, was delicately nibbling on a fallen seed. It moved with such quiet grace, a tiny guardian of the night. Clucky and Cappy watched it for a moment, feeling a deep sense of shared peace with all the creatures of the mountain. Clucky and Cappy drifted off to sleep, their dreams filled with ancient mountains, twinkling stars, and the wisdom of kind, sure-footed friends, the cheerful whistles of marmots, the nimble grace of the weasel, and the silent, gentle presence of the deer mouse. The dawn of the 5th day broke with the clearest, freshest air Clucky and Cappy had ever breathed. It was so pure it felt like liquid crystal filling their lungs, invigorating every part of them with quiet energy, a profound sense of well-being. The sky above was a brilliant pure blue, stretching endlessly without a single cloud, promising a perfect day, a vast canvas of serenity. The mountains loomed very close now, their majestic peaks, some still capped with patches of shimmering snow, like pure white crowns touching the very sky, their grandeur immense. Today was the final climb, the day they would reach the special alpine meadow Solaris had spoken of. They felt a gentle surge of excitement and a quiet, unshakable determination in their hearts. They knew this was the day they would achieve their gentle goal, a culmination of their peaceful journey, a moment of profound joy. They began their final ascent, the path now a continuous gentle incline, winding gracefully between smooth, ancient rocks, worn smooth by countless winds and rains, each one a silent witness to time, bearing the marks of ages. The only sounds were their soft footsteps, the gentle whisper of the wind as it danced around the peaks, a soft, soothing melody, and the occasional distant, melodious call of a mountain bird, singing its morning song to the vast expanse. Clucky and Cappy walked side by side, their friendship a warm, comforting presence, each drawing quiet strength from the other, their spirits connected by their shared adventure, a silent bond. Clucky noticed how the light seemed to dance differently here, brighter and purer, touching the mountain rocks with a special, almost glowing quality, revealing hidden beauty in every crevice. Every stone seemed to hold a silent story, and some even had tiny, sparkling crystals embedded in them, catching the sun like little secrets, waiting to be discovered by gentle eyes. Cappy, with its calm focus, moved steadily, its broad feet finding every gentle foothold with perfect balance, its very presence a picture of serene strength and unwavering peace, like a living statue of tranquility. They felt their spirits lifting with every step, as if the mountains themselves were gently encouraging them upward. inviting them to embrace the vastness of the sky and the quiet grandeur that awaited them. As they neared the very summit, a majestic creature soared silently above them, a magnificent silhouette against the pure blue. It was a golden eagle, its wings spread wide, riding the gentle currents of the mountain air with effortless grace, a true master of the skies, embodying freedom. The eagle circled once, its keen eyes like tiny jewels observing their peaceful ascent from its high vantage point, a silent guardian. Then it let out a soft, powerful cry, not a harsh sound, but a call of welcome that echoed gently among the peaks, filled with the spirit of the vast, open sky, a magnificent greeting that resonated with their hearts. Clucky and Cappy looked up in awe, feeling the immense freedom and peace that the eagle embodied, a symbol of quiet majesty and boundless possibility. It was a silent greeting from the very spirit of the mountains, a blessing upon their journey, a promise of wonders. Suddenly, from behind a large mossy boulder, its surface covered in soft green velvet, a huge, shaggy creature slowly emerged. It was a mountain bear, its fur a deep, comforting brown like the rich earth itself, strong and gentle. It looked enormous, but its eyes were soft and kind, holding a deep, ancient wisdom that seemed to understand everything without words, a silent, knowing gaze. This was Old Bramble, a gentle guardian of the high places, known for its peaceful nature and its quiet strength. Old Bramble sniffed the air with its big nose, taking in the sweet scents of the mountain, then rumbled softly. "Greetings, little ones." Its voice was deep and rumbling like the earth itself breathing, but filled with kindness and warmth, a comforting sound. "You are almost there. The alpine meadow awaits you, a place of peace and boundless beauty. The air is sweet here and the berries are ripe, gifts from the mountain's heart, ready for gentle hands." Old Bramble gently nudged a patch of low-growing bushes with its nose. "These are cloudberries," it rumbled, "sweet and soft, like tiny drops of sunshine, a reward for your climb, full of gentle energy and natural goodness." Clucky discovered small, soft golden berries, tasting like sunshine and mountain air. Another unknown delicious treat, bursting with natural sweetness. Cappy enjoyed the tender green leaves Old Bramble showed it, finding them fresh and invigorating. The bear shared stories of the mountains, how the snow melted into singing streams, how the winds shaped the rocks into beautiful forms, like silent sculptures carved by time, and how every creature had its peaceful place in the grand, quiet harmony of nature. It was a lesson in the grand, quiet harmony of nature, a deep understanding of the world's gentle balance and interconnectedness. Finally, after one last gentle turn around a particularly large moss-covered boulder, its ancient form strong and silent, they saw it. A vast, open space stretched before them, bathed in glorious sunlight, like a secret garden nestled among the giants. They had reached the alpine meadow. It was a wide, gentle mountain meadow, surprisingly flat and peaceful, nestled high among the rugged peaks. It was a carpet of vibrant green grass, incredibly soft under their feet, feeling like the softest velvet, dotted with countless tiny, colorful wildflowers that shimmered and nodded gently in the pure mountain air, their petals like miniature stained glass windows, catching every ray of light, a breathtaking display of nature's artistry. The air here was so crisp and clean, it felt like drinking from a cool, clear spring, invigorating every part of their being, a true breath of mountain freedom and purity. Clucky and Cappy walked slowly to the very edge of the alpine meadow, where the meadow met the vastness of the sky, a seamless blend of green and blue, stretching into infinity, and the world seemed to open up before them, boundless and full of wonder. And then they looked out. Oh, my little dreamer, imagine the sight. Before them, stretching as far as their eyes could see, was an endless, breathtaking horizon of majestic mountains. Peak after peak, some touched with remnants of soft, shimmering snow, like pure white crowns. Others, dark with ancient forests, rose proudly into the brilliant blue sky, their grandeur inspiring profound peace and quiet awe, a silent symphony of nature. Below them, soft, fluffy clouds drifted peacefully like a gentle, white ocean, slowly making their way across the sky, painting ever-changing patterns of light and shadow on the land. The world seemed to stretch out, forever vast and silent, filled with an indescribable peace that settled deep into their hearts, a feeling of complete serenity and boundless tranquility. There were no harsh sounds, only the soft, timeless whisper of the wind as it passed over the peaks, a gentle, soothing voice, and the gentle hum of tiny mountain insects among the wildflowers, a quiet symphony of nature's smallest voices. Clucky clucked softly, a sound of profound awe and happiness, almost a silent prayer of gratitude, a bubbling joy from deep within her being. She felt so tiny in this grand, beautiful place, yet also so connected to everything, as if she were a part of the mountains themselves, a small but significant part of this vast, peaceful world. Cappy stood beside her, its calm eyes gazing at the endless view, a deep, serene sense of tranquility radiating from its entire being, mirroring the peace of the peaks, a perfect picture of contentment. They stood there for a very long time, just watching, breathing the clear mountain air, feeling its purity fill every cell, and letting the vastness of the view fill their hearts with quiet wonder and boundless joy. They thought of all the kind friends they had met along the way, the gentle deer, the playful otters, the cheerful rabbits, the wise mountain goat, the noble horses back home, the friendly Barnaby, the diligent beaver, the patient lynx, the chirping marmots, the nimble weasel, and the kind mountain bear. Each one had been a part of their gentle journey, guiding them, helping them, and filling their adventure with kindness, making every step a shared blessing, a new memory to cherish in their hearts forever. As the sun began its gentle descent, painting the mountain peaks in soft hues of pink, deep orange, and a sleepy violet, like a painter's dream across the sky, Clucky and Cappy knew it was time to find a peaceful spot for the night on the alpine meadow. They found a sheltered hollow in the soft, fragrant grass, warmed by the last rays of the sun, where they could watch the stars begin to twinkle, brighter and more numerous than they had ever seen, like countless tiny lanterns hung in the dark velvet sky. The moon, a gentle crescent, rose slowly, casting a soft, silvery glow over the silent peaks, guiding them into peaceful slumber. Their hearts were filled with overwhelming peace and joy, knowing they had reached their quiet destination and seen such boundless beauty, a treasure to carry in their dreams forever. And so, as the mountain winds whispered lullabies through the pines, a soft, soothing song, and the vast, silent beauty of the peaks watched over them, Clucky and Cappy nestled together. Each little breath was a calm sigh of contentment, a rhythm of deep, peaceful rest. They drifted into a deep, peaceful sleep, their dreams filled with endless mountain horizons, the warmth of shared adventures, and the love of all the kind friends they had made along their gentle journey. Good night, my sweet little one. Sleep well.